Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, thanks for stopping by. I caught wind of this Twitter account called Teletubbies Updates. And with a name like that, you think, okay, they're gonna tweet about some Teletubbies related things. When the show is airing, when there's a new episode, perhaps if they're introducing a 5th Teletubby. A multicolored one, you know, to keep up with the times. Diversity, you know? But instead, this Twitter account is the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen. My girl Drea tweets out, bruh, Teletubbies is the most boring show on earth. To which Teletubbies Updates replies, it won't be boring when your family finds you dead in a ditch. At first I'm thinking, okay, just maybe a little bit too far there, Teletubbies Updates, but maybe they're passionate about the show, right? They don't want their show insulted. But then there's this tweet. Time for harvest. One by one we will kidnap children and sacrifice them in the holy name of Satan. Their blood shall drip from our mouths. Okay, now I'm leaning more towards the crazy end of the spectrum. And then take a look at this picture. Fucking murder Jiminy Cricket. Teletubbies, get your shit in line. It gets more violent. Ever thought about how weird the Teletubbies are? They live in a hill and eat mysterious pink goo and worship a glowing disembodied baby's head. And then Teletubbies Updates responds, ever thought about how you have parents? Ever think about finding them in bed with their throats slit open? Why no, Teletubbies Updates. I haven't thought about that. Because I'm not a fucking psychopath. This got me to thinking, man. I had my takedown piece on Winnie the Pooh, but this whole thing got me thinking about the Teletubbies. I've never seen the Teletubbies. Myself, I was a Barney, Power Ranger kind of kid, and by the time the Teletubbies came on, by the time they were popular, I was already out of that. I was already into, like, Rocket Power and Cat Dog and shit like that, like real good stuff. But now I'm wondering if the Teletubbies are good influences, if they birth this sort of anger and animosity towards the world and towards its haters. Maybe it's not for kids, so what I did, I decided to watch the Teletubbies movie, and I came across some suspicious things. What sort of suspicious things? Okay, is this weird? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay, this is the baby's head. It's probably a boy, son. It's the son, so maybe just a play on words. It's kind of cute. It's kind of funny. Ha ha ha. Babies are cute. Then they greet each other with some chest bumps. I mean, I see it in sports, so it's probably fine here too. Nothing's really standing out to me weird or creepy.
What's that? What's that?
What's that? That's water. Have you never seen water before?
Uh-oh.
Dipsy trod in the puddle.
His name is Dipsy. He's either gonna grow up to be a rapper or just a complete moron. To be honest, with all the mumble rap nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised if the answer was both.
Dipsy trod in the puddle.
What kind of response is this? I stepped in a puddle. Ew, 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 ew. See, when I step on water, like say I'm in my kitchen, and I step on like a drop of water on the ground and it gets my sock wet, I'm like, fuck. And then I change my sock.
Mind the puddle, Lala.
Mind the puddle, Lala.
Watch out for the puddle. Puddle? What puddle? 15 seconds later, splash. You don't have the motor skills to see the puddle and stop yourself before you step in it? Really? Really, Lala?
Ew. Troubly grubble.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Troubly grubble.
I'm in the trouble. Do the Teletubbies even know language? What species are they? What are they? Well, look at this fancy motherfucker. He wants to put everyone to shame. He comes out with his Gucci purse. I'm expecting him to pass by the other Teletubbies like, I ain't got time for you. I gotta get on my way with my purse.
Mind the puddle, Tinky Winky.
I'm sorry, did you say his name was Tinky Winky? Okay.
Hi, Dan.
Very clever, Tinky Winky.
Hey, Tinky Winky's the homie. He understands. There's a puddle. I shouldn't step in it. This is gonna get my feet wet, and I don't want that. It's gonna create a mess. So, I see the puddle. I almost stepped in it, but I stopped myself in time. Tinky Winky, utmost respect for you.
What's that? Oh, no!
What? Oh, no! Let me just break down this conversation one more time. So Tinky Winky comes up, what's that? And in response, the other Teletubbies go, oh, like that's gonna like tell him what that thing is. And then he sees that they're dissatisfied with this puddle, and he goes,
Oh no!
God damn it, Tinky Winky. After I stood up for you, after I called you the homie, you knew that the puddle was gonna make your feet dirty. And then you jumped in it anyways. Guess who's not the homie anymore? Tinky Winky. Okay, I would think that the Teletubbies has a little bit of a budget, right? You would think that they have at least some budget. Nope. Watch this parade of animals coming through the fucking field here. You might as well have taken clip art and then just like bounced it back and forth across the shot, because that's how awful this shit looked. I mean, why the fuck do you have tigers, which are like known for warm climates, like jungles and shit, and then right behind them you got penguins, which are known for like Arctic temperatures and cold places. Like, why do you have the penguins following the tigers? And what is stopping the tigers from turning around and just feasting on these motherfuckers? Okay, let's go back home. Tinky Winky's eating lunch. What's he eating? Like a fucking pancake? I don't know.
Tinky full up.
But he decides that he's full. So what does he do with his half-eaten pancake? Now I want you to imagine for a moment, you're out in public. You're at an IHOP, just enjoying a nice lunch. You look over at the table across from you, and a woman who's eating alone takes her pancake stack that's half-eaten and then puts it in her purse. Like, you couldn't get a to-go bag, really? Just how crazy do you look? Like, if I was out in public eating pancakes and I had a little bit left, I'm gonna fold it up, take out my wallet, put it inside, and then put it back in my pocket. And then I'm gonna see the reaction that people give me. Even the robot's like, what the fuck is he doing? And then he's satisfied with himself.
Yeah!
Bro, you just put a pancake in your bag. That's not a celebratory moment.
Yay!
So he put it in his bag.
Hat in bag.
Okay, that hat is not fitting in that bag. I'm calling it right now. It's not fitting. Well, I stand corrected. Tinky Winky. Kind of resourceful. I mean, now the hat's all fucked up, you know, because next time you pull it out, it's gonna be all bent at weird angles and shit. The best way to do it would have been put it on your own head instead of stuffing it into a tiny bag. But you know what? I gotta give Tinky Winky props. He did something that I wasn't expecting him to do. Manages to fit the hat into the bag, so props to you, Tinky Winky.
Lala's ball.
So Tinky Winky put it in his bag.
Okay, this shit is not fitting in the bag. I already know it's not happening. Tinky Winky, I know I gave you credit for the hat, but this just ain't happening. Wow, I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed right now. Tinky Winky, you might be turning into the homie again. That's impressive. You fit this ball, which is 4 times the size of your purse, into your purse.
Pokuta.
So he put it in his bag.
Okay, I'm drawing the line here. You ain't fitting that scooter into the purse. It ain't happening. What the fuck? He fit this scooter into his tiny little purse. I don't know what sort of sorcery that these Teletubbies know, but I don't trust them anymore. I think this next scene is very telling. It kind of helps me figure out these Teletubbies. They're all sleeping, but they have like thermal emergency blankets on them. And their home is like a bunker out away from the rest of humanity and society. So here's my guess. There was nuclear war on Earth. A bunch of countries launched nuclear bombs at each other, and 4 people escaped to their bunker. But the radioactive poison turned their bodies into like these weird alien things, and it kind of turned their brains to mush, so they can't really have conversations anymore. They don't understand what puddles are. They became really stupid, but it's not their fault because it's the radioactive poisoning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear.
Okay, I gotta be honest, I couldn't finish this movie. The next 5 minutes after this, it's a skit about how they all fall over. That's the whole thing. Like, one falls over, and then the other one falls over, and then the other one falls over, and then the last one falls over. That's like the next 5 to 10 minutes of the movie. It's just them falling over and then giggling about it. I couldn't take it anymore, so I was like, let me just get condensed clips. So I typed in Teletubbies on YouTube, and I came across this. I don't know what's worse, man. The fact that the Teletubby is blowing on his thing and it's extending. That sounds terrible in its own right. But it extends and then it touches and tickles the butt of the Teletubby. Is that worse? Or is the fact that the Teletubbies are enjoying it worse? I don't know. Alright, let's move on to this final scene. And this one is the most irritating to me. I'll get to why in a little bit, but let's watch some of it.
Uh-oh.
Lala's knees are all dirty.
I'm not so much concerned that the knees are dirty, because they have like a childlike mentality. They're up playing all day. Obviously, they're gonna come back a little bit dirty. That's fine. Their knees, hands, that's okay. My problem is that Lala comes back and there's dirt around her mouth. That leads me to believe that Lala's been out eating dirt. Now, I'll say, in fairness to the Teletubbies, they don't appear human. They didn't know what water was, so I don't think that their diets are similar to ours. However, I'm pretty sure that they don't get their sustenance from dirt.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's good.
Why are we compelled to count the knees? It's basic math. 2 plus 2. We don't need to count them 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need to break the math down. That's like if you handed a kid a test and the question was, what is 2 plus 2? And they answered 4 and then you said, show your work. The kid would write down, no, you're a fucking moron if you don't know this. Oh boy, another Teletubby entered with dirty knees. Now there's an extra set of knees. I have no idea how many knees are dirty now. I wish they would count them out for me. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, thank God. Teletubbies just read my mind, man. They knew I didn't know how many knees there were.
Wash, wash, wash. Tubby, 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 tubby. Wash, wash, wash.
What is up with this music? It sounds like Jason's gonna come in with a knife and fucking stab one of these Teletubbies in the neck. Which I'm down for, to be honest, because that would add a little bit of interest to this movie. Hey, you wanna hear the worst part about this whole thing? This has 332 million views. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Just for comparison's sake, let's check out PewDiePie's biggest video. So his top video is a funny montage at 79 million views. If that had 4 times as many views as it does currently, it still would not have more views than the Teletubbies' dirty knees. Let that sink in. The biggest YouTuber's biggest video, that's not even 1/4 as popular as a Teletubbies skit about dirty knees. To all you kids out there that are currently watching Teletubbies and enjoying Teletubbies, I suggest you find new sources of entertainment, such as Barney or the Power Rangers. They can't be as horrible as this Teletubby shit. And to you Teletubbies updates, seek some therapy. Maybe learn to meditate a little bit because you're on a dark path. And I don't blame you. It's not your fault. Obviously, the Teletubbies triggered something in your brain that led you to become a psychopath. but there is hope for you yet. Dawson put me onto the Teletubbies Updates account, which led me to realizing how fucked up the Teletubbies are. So shout out to you, Dawson. If any of you guys have weird shit that I should be looking into or that I should know about, anything that you might possibly want me to make a video about, hit me up on Twitter or in the comment section. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you guys want to watch anything else, right on the screen here, there'll be 2 videos. I love you guys. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.